Hey, what's up everybody? Callan here from Star Your Systems, and welcome back to Dakar 18, the official video game of the 2018 Dakar Rally, where today we're going to at least do stage number 13 of the game here, San Juan to Cordoba, with Andrew Short of the Husqvarna Factory Racing Team. It's 900 kilometer special. If it doesn't take astronomically long, I may just do that 121 kilometer special to end it, but I guess it kind of depends on how long this one's going to be. I can take a look right here kind of briefly at the road book, and it's going to tell me some stats about this race. First, let me make sure my repairs are good. Okay, yeah, this looks like it's going to be fairly long. So wait, we get to a neutralization at 140, and then it continues to 507. 507 to 758. That's gonna be probably too long to do both. Do you wish to continue? Some actions. Yeah. I went to repair vehicle and there was nothing in there, so forget about it. Just gonna go at it. Alright, so this first little bit here is actually kind of short. It's only going to be about 28 checkpoints total, 28 bits on the road book. I'm just kind of following along the trails here. And then we hit that neutralization zone. That's going to be like the kind of staging period, I guess. And then from there, we will continue on. As mentioned, I believe I'm 11th in the rally now, after having way too many time penalties in stage 6. Of course, viewers of this series thus far saw that whole thing shake down, so we're going to try to finish on a strong note here, hopefully get a win if possible. Get a win. Yeah, right. I'm like 5 hours down with 2 stages to go. I'm going to need a miracle. Oh my goodness. What doesn't help is I'm just completely losing my train of thought as I'm trying to ride here too. But yeah, trying to wrap up this game, get through it in its entirety. Play these last couple of stages. I know I'm still in novice mode, and I did it at the beginning of the game say I would go on and get into, some of the harder difficulties, but I think I'm just going to wrap it up in the beginning settings and then maybe play it on my own at a later date on the harder settings, maybe for a stream or something along those lines. But yeah, I just figured, gotta wrap it up, man. Gotta get a complete Dakar in the books so that we can follow it from start to finish. It's one of the more popular videos that's actually ever come out on the channel. It's the second most popular video, was that first stage gameplay. And now 13 stages in, we're trying to wrap up this here rally. I don't really know, my thoughts and opinions about this game. It's so up and down. I've said it over and over again. I do love the navigational aspect of this game, and having to follow a road book and do things like that. Like, that is completely beyond most normal games. Like, we don't have rally games that do that. Of course, Dirt Rally 2.0 just coming out, and we'll be playing that game as well. But this is kind of that true experience for the motocross or motorcycle fanatics of rally racing, to get behind or get on the bike and just trek across the terrain and find your way, essentially. I think that part of it is definitely really cool. As kind of mentioned when we spoke with some of the developers about the game, there's pretty severe updates needed to the physics engine, and the developers that came in and spoke while we were playing a live stream one time, did kind of echo those sentiments, that it was a difficult process making essentially 4 different physics engines or 5 different physics engines for all the vehicles that they have in game, which I again totally get, but on some level you still need to have a physically appealing game. It's definitely got some really good visual aspects to it. I think that stuff could also get maybe a little bit of an upgrade too, but obviously the large scale maps are always really tough to make a truly amazing, visually astounding setting. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I definitely would like to see the new iteration of the game. They're coming out with Dakar 19 sometime later this year. I know we got this one around, I think it was September that this game came out, so I'm assuming it's going to be around that time again. I didn't hear an official date of the announcement or of it for it or anything along those lines, but at this year's Dakar Rally, they mentioned it and, you know, kind of briefly announced it, but no real finite updates to it or anything along those lines. So we'll be sure to keep kind of plugging it. You can follow us along on startyoursystems.com, and we'll post all the news and information as it comes to us, and anything that, you know, comes across as super interesting and pertinent to what we should be telling you guys, we'll be sure to relay that information on so you can follow along too. If you're a rally fan, a Dakar fan, a motorcycle fan, a gaming fan, and you want to see more about it, we'll be sure to keep in touch with all that stuff. But yeah, I've enjoyed this game. I'll admit, you know, some people have really talked some bad things about this game, and some of the criticism is probably just, but I also do feel that the things that I've spoken about during this series and tried to convey about the game and about the developers and the team of people that are behind this and all that kind of has to all conspire into one big, you know, plus side of it, I guess, in that you have to look at it for what it is. It's a brand new game. It's a brand new title from a pretty new development studio that's a small group of people, and the fact that they're enthusiastic about a game like this is in itself really kind of appealing to them as a gaming company. Growing up, anything dirt bikes, any like off-road motorsport games included, I wanted to play them. Like, they were games that I wanted to get, rent, play, just, you know, burn my PlayStation 1 down to the ground just playing these off-road adventure motorcycle type games. It's just what I grew up in Southern California. There's just so many things like that to do around, and never could get into the FPS stuff. So any game like this that came across, I definitely wanted it. So I know that maybe not everybody is like that, but I try to tell anybody that is an off-road enthusiast, is a gaming fan, and, you know, likes motorcycles or whatever, that at the very least picking up a game like this and trying to supportively criticize, I guess, the developers of this game to promote the game a little bit further, make it a better playing experience overall, and use the knowledge basis that we have as avid, you know, fans of the sport or avid motorcycle riders or what have you, to, you know, relay that information to the developers that, sure, maybe they are avid motorsports, you know, riders, drivers, whatever as well, but some of them might not be, and maybe don't understand some of the key intricacies of a real life event or a real life, you know, moto or session or whatever that need to go into a game like this. So picking up this game and literally just saying this game is shite, give it a 0 out of 10, does nothing for us as fans of the sport, fans of motorcycle racing and all that want games like this. It just makes the developers think, well, why would we make games like this? You know, reception is all negative anyway. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I know some people didn't like what I had to say about it when it first came out and said I was stupid and called me lots of names because I pronounced it Dakar instead of Dakar, but I'm here to tell you folks that in the United States, that is literally how most people pronounce it, is Dakar, not Dakar. So I apologize. I know that the rest of the world calls it Dakar, and us stupid Americans, how dumb we are calling it Dakar. It's so much different, but yeah, whatevs. You win some, you lose some, just like this rally that I'm doing here. I am definitely gonna lose this rally. This trail is a nightmare. It just needs to like straighten out and keep going one direction at one point here. Hope I'm gaining time, because I feel like I've been losing time with how in and out of the trails I've been going. Alright, we've already made it to 80 kilometers in, so I guess we're kind of cruising. Cruising along nice and easy here. Next waypoint at 80.63, taking a right turn at the fork in the road. It's right over this rise. Right down into this gully by the looks of it. Yep, it's kind of a fork to the left back there. And then next one, 86.84, turning a sharp left, going 359 degrees bearing. And I think we're staying on a road by the looks of it, but usually when it gives you the degrees, it is essentially telling you you're going to be going off-road and going in a general direction. So I'm confused. I am Confucian about that. We shall see. We're about to find out right now. Right at this junction, turn left, and it is still a road, so guess we're just going this way. Oh my goodness, this is like some jumps going through here. I like the straight road though. That I can deal with. It's going straight for days. Got a danger 1 at 91 kilometers. I'm guessing that is like a ridge. I'm thinking just for fun I'm gonna send it though. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was no problem. It's like a jump, like a nice double jump. Oh, gotta turn left at this fork. And looks like we're still staying on the road here. Going past 100 kilometers. Kind of making like a nice box turn out of here. We made a sharp left-hand 90-degree turn and went perfectly straight. Now we made another sharp left-hand 90-degree turn and are going mostly straight and kind of doubling back on the same course that we went over like a couple minutes ago. So interesting concept here. I'm just gonna keep on ripping though. Get to this 100-kilometer mark up here. Where's the road going? Tree. We're good, we're good. It's gonna be a road coming into our left right about here. There it is, and we're staying straight through here. And another checkpoint. Up, missed the turn. Pardon me. All right, we're gonna be on this trail for a good long while till 120 kilometers in, which looks like is gonna be essentially kind of close to our finish line. I'm having the toughest time looking ahead and trying to figure out which direction this road is going. It just keeps going right and left and up and down and back and around. Topsy-turvy. Man, I'm crushing Sunderland though. I'm almost, well, I am double the checkpoints already, and he started about a minute behind me, so he should be only like a couple at most checkpoints behind me, but he's 7 essentially. So that's a good sign, because that means I'm making up some good time, at least on Sunderland, who I don't believe is leading. I think last time I checked, Leia Sands is leading. Might be able to take a glance at the leaderboard here after this stage is complete. Oh, that's a sharp turn. Oh, nope, the road continues this way. How close are we? We're still 7 kilometers out. Man, the road is taking me all over the place here. Where are we going? That looks like a sand pit. All right, could avoid that. Let's go around it. All right. Trying to just pay attention. It looked like there's a fork in the road, and I was almost certain I was going to get it wrong, but I kind of went the right way. All right, where is my 120.7? Pretty much over this ridge and coming to the finish here, I'm assuming. Where's that finish? Gotta be close. Where are we going to? Oh my goodness, we still have to go to 140 kilometers to get all the way to the finish. Never mind, we're still rather far away. I think I can make it there, no problem though. Just gotta keep my eyes on the road. I do like this stage just for the simple fact that it's not just so much straight. There's a lot of curving and switching around going on. If the physical engine of the game worked the way I want it to, which is more of like a simulated physical base, Gosh, this kind of stuff would be really fun because it'd just be so cool to just weave in and out of the trees and lay it over into the corners and things like that. But the bike just is so stiff, like just turning it, and you don't really have any abilities to like lean forward or back or anything like that. It's just stiff all the way across the board. All right, almost made it. 7 kilometers to go. Only took about 15 minutes, but we still have quite a bit left to go. I think another 200 kilometer, 250 kilometer special coming after this. So this one's going to be about, this particular one right here would be about as long as that last stage is going to be. So whether or not I do it, I still haven't decided. But I'm sure I'll figure it out before the end of this. If that middle stage ends up going really fast, like it's a lot of straight lines and none of those speed zones or anything like that, it may be fast enough that I could consider taking us all the way to the finish line here today. I don't really want to do an hour-long video, so I'm trying to keep it below that. And here's our finish. So special completed, but we still have the actual stage kind of to go. 14:29. Yeah, so here's our kind of actual stage. That special was right there at the beginning, and then we go through all that yellow zone. Wow, this is very green right here. So skip that. All right, and this one, yeah, holy cow, there is at least 88 checkpoints to hit, or 88 on the road book, and about whatever that is, 46 checkpoints. All right. We gotta get to 509 and then we're in a speed control zone. 509.28. Nope. 30 kilometers per hour or below. This section suck. They're just so slow. 510.15 and I can get back on the gas. And here we go. Alright, so 511.51 over a double bump. Can I double the bumps or can I, let's see. Oh, tried to. Kind of smashed into him a little abruptly. Man, this stage is really cool though. I like the scenery. Very, very luscious green. The hills in the distance look a lot better. Like they're just like kind of closer. Is this it? No? Okay. That's just like a, I don't know, that looked like a doghouse or something. See, but look at how nice these trails are. Well, it's like basically a road, but kind of using it as a trail. Alright, so get to 525, then we'll be in another speed control zone. Trying to use this like inside line as a rut, almost. So we work our way up this hill. Yeah, this section pretty sweet. I'm liking this stage so far. Maybe my favorite stage with this nice road that we're on here. Just doing some nice weaving, getting into these ruts. It's much easier to see ahead on this one too. So I might actually be able to just see the town that as I come up into it. That's actually nice. It's giving me an exact measurement until I'm at that waypoint. So I can get stopped just in time. That went a little too fast. So just straight through here. So just like here. And give me that 527.16. Come on. Jeez, is there another house up here that we have to go around, I guess? It's a long town. Almost there. Oh, okay. Sweet. Back on the gas for a very brief second. As soon as we get to 532, I have to get back into a speed control zone. So many speed control zones as we get closer to San Juan. So once we get up to 532 up here, Is it gonna give me a countdown, or am I just gonna be running straight into the city essentially? Another 30. Alright, so we're going around this fence line. Basically out here in like a farmland, I guess. Just hovering on that 28 kilometer per hour range. Just tiptoeing in my Jordans through this village here. Waypoint validated. Looks like we're going this way. Oh no, I got a speeding penalty. Damn it. Alright, finally out of the speed control zone. I was so close to the end of the speed control zone too. Oh my gosh, we have another one coming up. How many speed control zones are we going to have today? This is going to be the longest stage ever right here. Goodness graciousness. Alright, so... Oh, not quite there yet. Still another 700 meters. Those penalties are so sharp too. I just wish there was a button I could press to limit it to 30 kilometers per hour. It's just so hard to do with a trigger. .5. There we go. All right, back on the gas. Get out of this town, hopefully. It's weird. We're like still in this town, and it's now not a speed control zone. Oy oy oy. Gonna go through my man's farmland over here. Alright, now I really have to make some time back up in this stage because, like I said, those darn speeding penalties cost you so much time. Like, I did a lot of speeding in the first stages back there, but... I have a flat tire, don't I? Alright. Pause. Alright. Repair? No, I guess not. It really feels like I have a flat rear tire right now. It is spinny. Maybe it's just the terrain that we're on here. It's like a slick dirt terrain. We are just going through towns right now, just flying through them though. This town's apparently called Tasma, but there's not a speed control zone here. Ooh, trying to slide through those trees. That was almost really cool. It's like we're about to get off-road up here, so kind of going 324 and pretty much just straight off. Here we go. Just heading out this direction. No, up, and now we're meeting up with the trail out here. Cool. All right, maybe we're away from the towns. 557, we got a danger 2 and a riverbed that we're going through. And as I said, I really do hope we are away from the town so I can just get back to riding away from everybody. That would be pleasant. But it is not a guarantee. Look at us though, going 152 kilometers per hour right now. We're just flying. And here comes this riverbed as mentioned. Just go straight through it. Oh, come on, let me glide. Dang, mud just pulls you right down, my goodness. Alright, keep on going. Another danger 2 at 561. That one I will avoid instead of getting stuck back there like I did. So 561.71. See if I can keep an eye up here at when this riverbed's gonna come. Right up here. Let's go around it. That one worked. And then a speed control zone at 567. Very short one though, only go to 568.75 kilometers, and that is the exit of the speed control zone. Oh, this one's like an actual nice road. Right, there's the waypoint. I'm watching my speed very carefully through this one. I made the mistake of looking at the waypoint last time, and my speed went a little bit higher than I wanted it to. Alright, show me that 0.75. Oh, I'm so close. Get me there. Right about now, and away we go. Out of the speed control zone again, gonna swoop around this corner, and at 571.11, turn right to 0 degrees bearing. It's gonna be a fork in the road right here. Oof, drop off was busters. All right, 573.91, make a left at a split. That is right here. So U-turn, get going on the road this way, and then 575.08 right here, turn right, back on the road again, and now we can go straight through the next one, although it is a danger 1, but that last one was a danger 2. I didn't see anything dangerous about it particularly. So we'll go straight on through this split right there, keep on going. And then speed control zone at 582. Looks like maybe a decently long speed control zone this time. What's this? I think this is crossroads right here. Oh, just a little sand section, I guess. Alright, slow down for this speed control zone around this corner here. Just go straight through by the looks of it. Or, no, kind of go right and then back to the left. Oof. Accidentally hammered the throttle there for just a second. Alright, back on it again. All the way out to 589.31. Where we will basically continue on straight. So just kind of weaving through this road here. No real reason to leave it unless we want to try to shortcut, but I don't know exactly the direction I'm supposed to be going, so I'm just going to keep following this road and hopefully I'm right. Do little cheeky shortcuts like that though. Darn. Alright, 596 is up next. Goodness, man, these speed control zones. There are so many of them in this stage. Okay, 592. And 3 kilometers left to go here till we get to that next waypoint. At least we had such a huge lead in this stage that I guess I could still win the stage, but I'm probably not going to make up any time at this point after that speeding penalty unfortunately happened. They're strict about that stuff though at the real Dakar. They don't mess around with speeding penalties. You have to follow the actual town laws of each town that you go through. Part of the rules of the race essentially. And I mean, like, it makes sense to me. Like, I totally get why you're going through a place where people live as part of this race. You should have to be slowed down a little bit. But in this game, man, they are just harsh with those speeding penalties. And it'd just be so much nicer if, like, in NASCAR you had like a, not in NASCAR, in Formula 1 you had like a pit limiter, a rev limiter. Getting to this town, and just basically just going straight through this town. Excuse me, folks. Mind if I just ride through here? Nope. Oh, went over the speed limit there for a second. Get me out, get me out. All right, sweet. Back on it again. 612.47, swooping around a left-hand corner, a couple roads coming in from our left side. And it's a danger 1. We'll see how dangerous it is, though. Oh my goodness. Oh, that wasn't good. I'm dead. Okay. That tree totally messed me up, though. Goodness, Shorty, take a little bit more time to get back on the bike, my dude. Alright, hopefully that didn't damage the bike too badly. If I can get back on the road here. Well, that was a stark turn of events there, suddenly. Alright, there's those couple of roads. And now out to 6:15:05. Continue straight here, and then 6:16. Gonna make a left at the split here. So that's right here, going left. And then speed control zone. No, penalty. Yep. I hate these speed control zones. They come up to you so fast. Alright, cool. Alright, 2 speeding penalties on this stage so far. I'm really nervous about how much time that's going to cost me. It's probably going to be like 2 hours of cost time. Alright, 624.49. Pretty much just going straight along these telephone poles by the looks of it. And then kind of through a town at the next one. Hopefully I don't just come straight into another speed control zone. So here's our little split. Some buildings around us. I'm going to keep looking at the road book just to make sure. Okay. 632 is the next speed control zone. So 632 got to keep an eye out for. Just cruising along this road right now though. Alright, cool. It's going to give me a meter up top, counting me down. About 200 meters out is usually when we get that changeover. So we'll start slowing down a little bit. It's Ciénaga del Cora? Del Corda? My Spanish is horrendous at times. Ooh, damn it! These speed penalties are killing me. Just gotta get to 6:33.98. Right about there. And we're back underway. Get me away from the speed control zones, please. Just get me out of the great ride open. I'm gonna be so screwed at the end of this stage with these speeding penalties. It's like gonna be 3 hours worth of penalties already. This is a cool spot though. I love this nice trail up into the rocky hills up here. It's pretty cool. Alright, it's 640. It's gonna be like kind of a fork in the road right there, so we'll just stay on this guy. Oh boy. Oof, I was going right for that pole. I was like, I'll go around it, go this way, I'll go that way. And just through a town, but they don't really care, I guess, that we're flying through their town. Alright, these people look like they might care. Or, what? Okay, this isn't a speed control zone? Wow, that's extra confusing. And there is roads going every direction right now. Goodness me. Well, okay, I guess I got it kind of figured out here. 647 coming up here though, I gotta slow her down. Almost there. Right here. back on it. Only briefly though. That next waypoint only 2,500 meters away. And it's going to be our next speed control zone. Coming down off of this hill into this town. Get slowed down. Just having to lightly feather that throttle. Oh my gosh, there's so many speed control zones, it's just... No! No! Come on! Okay, back on it again briefly. Another 8 kilometers or so, 7 kilometers. 4 speeding penalties? Are you kidding me? Alright. Gotta kind of rush here to make up any time that I can. Johnny Hustle here, weaving through the trees. And I'm just, seriously, all I'm doing is looking at my kilometers per hour and I'm just monitoring that. Keeping a stern eye on it. Steady. And I can get back on. Wait, what? It told, oh, 660 is the exit of the speed control zone. I gotta turn around. Freaking another speeding penalty. Read the road book wrong. Right. There's the exit. All right, come on. Using some shortcuts here. Trying to make up any time I can. Blasting through these towns. Oh my god, another speed control zone. How many are we gonna have? The stage is just never ending with the speed control zones. The 671 is where it's coming up. Seems like each speed control zone is another checkpoint. They're just never ending. I think we actually might be getting to our first action. Oh, okay. So this one's actually just going to be controlled, which is nice. Don't want to speed into it though, so I'm going to let it take over here. Finally, a controlled one. And then 672.52 gets us out of here. Back on it. 674.76, right turn, right here. Oof. Up. Gotta watch out. That building's gonna sneak up on you. Oh, we're on the road now. Or, oh, nope, never mind. My bad. Forgot this is a race across the country, not on the road. Alright, 686.01, next one that we gotta pay attention to, so I'm just gonna keep looking at the road here. We still have 10 kilometers to go, basically, till we're there. That's gonna be kilometer marker 77 and another checkpoint. So I'm actually cruising through this. Like I said, I wanted to keep this video under an hour. I think I'm gonna probably end up being right on the hour if I do that last stage. Really close. Shift down, shift down. There we go. Now we can get our speed going again through here. Much better, right. And just as I say that, we have a turn. 687, left at the fork, right here. So then now to 695, we'll make a U-turn kind of, a left-handed U-turn. Okay, finally we're getting away from all these darn speed control zones that are just killing me. Probably not even gonna win this stage anymore with all those speed penalties. Alright, 695.02 coming up here. Right here. Onto this road. And a long ways through here. Looks like, I think we're going over a bridge up here at 704 by the looks of it. I know it says riverbed. And keep a stern eye coming up here. And then right on the other side of it is another speed control zone. What else would be new? Alright, 4 kilometers away. It's coming straight in on this road. And potentially over a bridge or potentially through a riverbed that's a danger too, i.e. a mud pit. So I gotta keep an eye on it here. Yeah, this looks like a bridge to me. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so this is another speed control zone, but it's just a waypoint check, so I'm gonna floor it into it. Cool. Alright, so another waypoint checked off there. It's gonna check off our transponder here. Let's mark it down and continue. And then we're at the exit of a speed control zone and about to go over another bridge as we exit the town. And we are almost at the end of this stage. So here is checkpoint 83. Got to get to basically checkpoint 90. Just about. And away we go. Another speed control zone at 717 coming up. So another 10 kilometers away. Just weaving through the hills here. There's another one of those like dog house looking things. It looks like a small church. Gotta look for that 717 mark. Well, 715 first, but that's just gonna be a split in the road that we're going straight at essentially. So that's coming up here, pretty much just over this rise. Right here's that split. We're just going straight. Watch out for that tree. And coming up to another speed control zone. Let's keep an eye on my kilometers. Split left in the town here. Crowd's going crazy. They're like, this is the fastest race ever. I'm so excited. Look at how fast he's going. He's breaking the time barrier. I mean the sound barrier. What's a time barrier? Get me to the exit. Give me to that 719, I mean. Give me there, give me there, give me there. All right. And next one is gonna be 733. That's gonna be checkpoint 87. Also roadbook waypoint number 87. It's a little bit of ways away, but I feel like we're kind of on the road to success here. And at this point, if I can finish this up in the next couple of minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and do that 121 kilometer special to end it, just to get it over with. Finally finish the rally. I know it's gonna be a long video. I'm sorry for the tireless, painstakingly long video I'm putting you through today, but just want to finish the game. Even if I don't win the rally, I just want to finish. There's a lot of guys every year that don't even finish the Dakar rally that start it. So at least it's cool to finish it, even if I have 187 minutes of penalties this one stage. All right, getting to that 7:33 marker. So close, I can almost taste it. There we go. Top of the hill here. It's going to be just over the ridge. It's going to be a split to the left. Right here. And then, wow, pretty long ways away. Through this town here. 7:51 is our next marker. Oh boy. That wasn't good. Oh, that was a nasty crash. And he's dead. Went full Slenderman for a second there. Come on. Come on, shorty. What the heck? Rear tire looked very interesting there for a second. Right, fortunately, the bike doesn't seem like it's too badly damaged. Nothing came up that's shocking me. So we'll continue. So lots of time penalties for speeding. A couple of crashes. This has been a wacky stage. And look, there's windmills. Wow. Incredible. All right, let's get us up to that 7:51 marker. Try to avoid another tree if I can. That's going to be a danger 2 through a riverbed, so that certainly is going to be a mud pit. It's not a bridge this time. And then after that's going to be the finish. So we're only about 14 kilometers from the finish here. Well, the finish of this stage, not the finish of the whole rally. I'm just doing some damage to this bike right now. Is it just me, or does it seem like there's just houses everywhere up in these hills? Like every corner I go around, there's like another house tucked away up in here. It'd be gnarly to live out here. Alright, coming up to that 7:51. There's a riverbed up here. Man, we just climbed all the way up to the top of a mountain here. Maybe a riverbed, or are we coming off of it a little bit? Yeah, I guess we're coming down into this little valley up here. We're gonna split around it either way, essentially, to avoid getting stuck in the mud. Still got a little stuck, but we're good. Alright, finish line coming up, 6 kilometers away. Holy cow, this is a long stage. 900 kilometer specials really get you. And I'm about to find out how much time I ended up losing. Probably enough to knock me out of even contending for the top 10, probably. Alright, couple kilometers to go. Bringing it down to 1 kilometer to go. And pretty much coming straight up to this road at the top of the hill. Through the finish line we go. And the end of the rally. Into the crowd, pretty much. Not the end of the rally, what am I saying? 59:58 is my official time. So is that including the penalties? Additional time, yeah, 13 minutes. So did I still actually win the stage? That's actually nice that I only got 13 minutes of penalty. I thought that'd be much worse. And yes, I did still win the stage by almost a half hour. And yeah, everybody's all spread out here. Leia Sands, who I believe was leading, almost an hour behind me. Lots of guys getting time penalties too, or actually repairs, I should say. So where do I end up now? 8th. And have a chance at least getting Benavides. Price is an hour ahead though. I don't think I'll get him. All right, so final stage of the rally. A 121 kilometer special. Here's the map. There's your road book. I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom of it so it'll mark it. There we go. And quick briefing, 17 waypoints, ready to race. Final stage of the rally. Let's finish this thing in style. Cordoba. Let's see. Hopefully there's not too many speed control zones and we can just have a nice smooth stage to wrap up here with Andrew Short, Husqvarna Factory Racing Team. Let's go. Looks like I already made a wrong turn. Good stuff. Hopefully these 121 kilometers I can scoot right on through here. Got some switchbacks going. Can I beat it in 10 minutes? Can I get under the hour mark for this video to finally wrap it up? Alright, getting up to that 5.32 marker. Looks like there's a danger 2 over a bump. So over the bump. I'm assuming the bump was the danger 2. Now coming up to a kind of small town here on our left. We're going to be splitting off to the right here. And 7.63 straight through the split. I can't believe we are not getting speed controlled through this town just yet. Keeping a keen eye on that road book though, just in case. Guess the people in this town like the racing. They want to see some speed out of these guys. All right, 12.59 coming up next. That is going to be a split off to our right. So right here, going down the hill, picking up some speed. And then we'll join up with a main road up here at 17.59. So coming up right up onto our right side is going to be a road. Or like a, yeah, there we go, joining up. And then 19.77, danger 2. Appears to be like some sort of cliff or just some bumps. All good there. 22.81, another danger 2. That's going to be another bump. Ooh, this looks like a big jump. I'm going to send it. Yes. Good stuff. Probably damaged the absolute crap out of the bike, but it's all for fun. Alright, big rock on our inside, cliff on our outside. Ooh, that is a pretty bridge too. Nice and red, luscious, waypoint validated. Good stuff. Ooh. Alright, gonna be on this road for a good while here. All the way out to 38.04, which will go through a riverbed, danger 2. Gotta be careful of that nonsense. I apologize, man. This video is way too long. Who decided this was a good idea? That's just a ridiculous call, Kellen. Come on. Gotta step your game up. Alright. Let's get going. Let's get a nice straight road here so I can start clicking off these kilometers. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, just joined the road up right here. Cool. So I'm assuming because it's a riverbed and we're going through it and it's a danger 2 that there's going to be a mud hole. So I'll keep a keen eye out for that riverbed so I can scooch around it and not get stuck. That'll waste my time. I think I see it up ahead. Coming down off this hillside, kind of into this valley. And yep, it was mud. Should have went to the right. That's all right. That wasn't too bad of mud. That was reasonably okay. Now we're gonna get out to 40.7 kilometers and just keep on going straight. We have a road to our left right there, and we're just going straight. 43.84. Gonna be a cliff on our outside. Gonna have to weave through the trees right here because I'm stupid and can't make turns. Ugh, a little stuffy in the nostrils at the moment. Alright, sweet. Cruising through here, 46.53. I'm loving the no speed control zone so far. We're just crushing through the time zones. up onto a nice little ridgeline. Ooh, that's a left-hand turn. Went the wrong direction. Alright, so this is going to be a danger 2. For what? I don't know. Keep on going to this road over here, though. So over this ridge line, splitting to our left, and it's going to be a danger 2. But why? Why? Doesn't seem too drastic of a change than the stuff we were just going over. My goodness. Oh, maybe this is the danger right here. Just go around it. Oh, come on. Normally they make ways to go around it instead of just getting stuck in it, but now I'm kind of having to find my own routes. All right, 57.96, continuing straight. Between a rock and a tree. Very specific. They're just doing some nice shortcuts through here now. So will I finish P8? Will I finish P7? Will somebody crash out of the race here late? Will somebody get a DNF because of the mechanical failure? All of these questions will be answered very shortly because I am so close to the end of the rally. It's not even funny. 62 kilometers coming straight up ahead. We are on a road to success right now because this is straight as an arrow. Going kind of through a town right here too. No speed control zones. I'm digging it. 157 kilometers per hour right now. Oh, get slowed down. Yeah, knew that was going to be the wrong turn. These hills are just so interesting. Like they got this like black dirt, some rocky terrain too. All right, coming through some buildings up here. Another checkpoint right here. Got to get to the 29 in the road book though. Click off another actual waypoint. Oop. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. Hey, a bridge. Love me a nice bridge. That's a left turn. That was a nice little spinsy round though. 73.63 straight at the split in the road. Nothing straight about what we're doing right now. It's all over the place. And then coming up at 76.36, going to be kind of a notch to our left. There's going to be a fence line along our left side. That's coming up any second here. Aha. A fence. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Fence. I apologize for the contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go over this bridge. All right, 79.92 straight at the split. And we are going to go over the hour mark of this video. I can't even believe I decided to do this tonight. What is wrong with me? Straight at the split through here. A left-hand turn coming up next, right here. Then a bridge at 84.36. Again, says danger 2, but I think that's what's under the bridge if I were to be an idiot and miss the bridge, which is entirely possible given my riding abilities shown in this video so far. So here's our lovely bridge. Go over that. 89.25 is where we're headed to next. That's going to be a nice fork in the road that we'll be going left at. Got to get to road book marker 39 too to get our next waypoint. We are slowly creeping towards the finish here of the rally. All right, 89. Looks like it's going to be kind of in this town here to our left now. And then 92 through a riverbed, but no danger. Well, it says danger 2, but it's not circled. So I'm going to have to believe it's not going to be a mud pit. But of course I say that, and it probably will be a mud pit. Yep, it's a mud pit. Oh, and it's a deep one too. See, these should be called Danger 3s, and the other one should be called Danger 2s. Look at this thing. It's just dragging me all the way down on the way out. Can't let off the gas, though, or I will definitely get stuck. Go, 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 go. All the way out of that pit. Goodness me. I saw that one coming for a while, too. How did I just drove straight into it like an idiot. All right, 99.48 is going to be the next marker. We're going to be making a nice sharp left-hander at that one. Again, it's a 121 kilometer special, so as you can tell here, we are not too far from the end of the rally at this point. Turn. All right, up here, maybe like just over this rise, going to be our left-hand turn here. Yeah. Right down in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Getting sketchy. 105.03 next marker that we're gonna go through. Look at this coming down. Man, this is really nice area right here. Look at all the hills around us. There's so much color in the hills too. Man, I think Argentina is such a beautiful place. They have the opening round of the MXGP championship there too, and I just love it, man. It's such a nice looking place. Going right here. Next up, we're going over a bridge at 108. Waypoint's moving around and confusing me. I don't know why I decided to do that. That was dumb. Here's our bridge, though. Next up, 113.11. Are we gonna go through this? Looks like we're going up and kind of through this hill here before we come down to the finish. But we are oh so close to the finish line, folks. 120.99 is the finish. It is checkpoint 44. We are on 42 right now, so we're coming up this hill. Choo-choo chugging along. 10 kilometers, under 10 kilometers left in the entire rally. That has taken me, unofficially, 19 hours to complete. Coming down to the last minute, essentially, of this rally. And, oh, shed a tear because I can't believe I'm actually going to finish this thing. Let's see if we can do it in style. Get a win in the stage. Maybe claim 7th away from Kevin Benavides. It would be a lovely touch. And we are just about there. 3 kilometers to go. Right now, 3 to go. Coming down to 2 kilometers to go. Down to just 1 kilometer to go. And the finish of the 2018 Dakar Rally. Lovely stuff. Taking the victory. Winner in Argentina. Got an achievement called the Navigator. No idea what that means. Did a 13:04 in that stage, though, to take the stage win, I believe. Yes, I did by 13 minutes. Leia Sands, again, another terrible stage. Benavides ended up 10th. Oh, man, that's going to be close. Ah, I ended up 3 minutes behind him. And Joan Barreda taking the victory in the final rankings. 18 hours, 17 minutes, 40 seconds. Holy cow. You completed the Dakar Rally 2018. Let's take a look at the podium. Yeah, let's skip that. And this is credits. So that has been the Dakar Rally completely through. Wow. Did it all on the bike. Earned a bunch of desert points along the way. Dakar points, whatever they're called. Man, what a fun experience, man. I hope you guys did enjoy actually watching that. And it wasn't too painfully boring in this last episode. Over an hour in time. But I thank you so much for checking out another video here on Start Your Systems. And please always come back to watch more. So my name is Kellen, and I will see you guys in the next one. So long for now.